Hello, hello. Welcome back. Or for those who are new here, hi, my name is Goddess Day, and I'm here to deliver your message today. I like how that rhymed. So let me tell you a bit about yourself. You are good enough. You have always been good enough. And don't let anybody ever tell you otherwise. You're starting to wake up. Your intuition is with you and is guiding you. Don't ignore it. It's your guide and it brings you to your life purpose. And as you move forward in life while making the right decisions, while staying on this path, you are going to awaken to that. It says soul mission, purpose, path, awakening. So you will start seeing certain signs of synchronicities if you aren't seeing them already. And that's where I have this card here that talks about the promotion channel. It says random thoughts and signs of progress guide your upward journey. Numbers appearing frequently signal your steady progress. Usually it's called angel numbers. What I like to do is when I see a number almost once every day or multiple times a day, I'll look it up. I'll say, okay, let's say triple threes. I'll say angel number meaning or just angel number and then see what it says. And it doesn't matter what you believe in, whether it's God, the angels, there's a lot of other spiritual beings out there, as long as it's the good stuff. All right. I only channel the channel of light and higher beings. The answers are always deep within you. So definitely look within yourself for the answers. You don't need validation. And I do understand that there are some cards that came up where you may feel like you want to be liked. I don't care if you don't like me, but it's in reverse because you do care. Of course, a lot of us want to be liked, right? You want people to see who you are. We don't look like this, but you have this inner beauty that's wonderful, and you should share that with the world. Don't be afraid of being who you are because you are always enough. We may seem different on the surface, but underneath my mask, we are more similar than you think. I wish I could show you the real me. So when we go out into life, be who you are. Like I said, you are enough. And if someone think that you aren't enough, that is not the person for you. Whether it's in friendship, whether it's a romantic relationship, even if it's family, clearly this ain't the person you need to be hanging with because they don't value you. And actually, that card is here as well. It says the gift, but in reverse. So it says, instead of seeing you as the gift you are, I doubted your value and I created a rift between us. I wish I had seen your worth sooner. In this moment, it says the full moon moment. Emotions high, release realization. You're realizing certain things in your life that you want to change. The fact that you realize this because you've awakened, take note of that. And the fact that you're watching this video, you're ready for that change. And the change is coming because luck is on your side. So you can stop going through the repetition of life where it seems like, oh my goodness, the cycles keep happening, like how you keep having certain people come into your life, like, oh my goodness, this person's like this other person, and I'm feeling it too. That's, oh, why am I finding people that I'm dating that seem like the same piece of crap? Whether male or female, why are they being trash? Or the workplace, why are they treating me just unfairly? This person is in like a business suit, so it could relate to work as well. What is up with everybody? Yeah, there's a lesson to be acknowledged. You have to make a choice. Do you want to enjoy the sweet life or do you want this Macintosh apple? Or do you want to make the healthier choice for you, which should be the apple? Let's say it's a Fuji apple, like the big ones that you get from the Korean market. They're huge and they're amazingly juicy. And or you can get the Honey Crisp, which is like one of the best apples, right? Make the healthier choice and not the one that looks good, like that good old cupcake. It looked good, but it may not be the best for you. We can look at this in different ways. Make the best choice because when you do make the best choice, Like I said, luck is on your side. And it is okay to have doubts when moving forward in life. Just make sure that you sleep on it because the answers are within you. Okay? The answers are within you. You got this, and you have to trust yourself more. So once you start trusting yourself more, you start to realize, holy crap, the repetition that I started to see in life for a long time is finally done because you have the ability to make this cycle end, put an end to this. No more crappy people, no more being treated like crap, no more feeling like you're not enough because you are enough. And I'm here with BMO because BMO lives the life he want to live no matter what. If you watch Adventure Time. And my favorite one, Esau, because I be watching animes. Esau, look at that. Yes, he's a dragon. And you want to know one good thing about dragons? Dragons live how they want to live. Okay, no matter what anybody say. Yes, they can be perceived as dangerous, but who's effing with a dragon? The dragon's good enough. Why can't you be good enough? Think about it now. And going back to when I was talking about the whole awakening and coming to your life purpose, and but that's only if you make the right choice of honestly choosing yourself. That's part of this message, and realizing your worth. Okay, and stop doing so much. Like everything don't have to be done today, and take time to relax because you got to come back to yourself. A lot can be happening, a lot of emotions, a lot of things. Some I know for someone here, life feels like an uproar, pulling your attention in different directions. You want to escape reality, but don't jump too far now. We don't need to fly out too far out of a window. Like I said, BMO's here. What you have to do is let go of all of it. Just one day, just get up and be like, you know what? I'm just not going to. I value my self worth, and so others gonna have to value me too. And if they do not value you, they can step out. They can leave because you know what? All that glitters is not gold. There's fool's gold out there. There's a trap here when we sit here and be drawn to deceptive and alluring things and ignore like the real hidden dangers. Like, for example, if someone's not good for you, but you're like, oh, but I like them anyway, but I want to make them see me anyway. But if they don't see you and they continue to treat you poorly, what are you still doing there? Don't try to save people or give and pour love into people who are just going to trap you into finding you not good enough and manipulating you. And that's what brings me to this other message. You know, for someone here, there is some deception going on with a person in your life. They're not being honest with you. They have toxic behaviors and they're just manipulating you. And, you know, maybe you feel like, yo, can we talk? Because something needs to be had. We need clarity here. So, as far as the person that you're going for, right? Whether this is a guy or female, this is a very mutual message for whoever you may be. Okay, this is for a human. The person that you may be like going after, they're like a Casanova. It makes you think about the Casanova song. Yeah, they're not honest here. And it's like, look, man, it reminds me of like, was it Ricky Lake or um let's see, the Ricky Lake or Maury, where someone there was a dude like, yo, if someone's gonna be offering me hors d'oeuvres, what do you say to hors d'oeuvres? Don't you say yes? If someone's offering you a gift, don't you take it? You don't gotta take every gift now. Not saying this is to you. Take it where it resonates. They're like Casanova. For this message, like there's no real affair going on. They just got a lot going on, like multiple partners. It says keeps a safe distance and avoid being emotionally vulnerable, easily distracted by new attractions and unable to stay loyal. Enjoys the thrill of multiple lovers and never settles down. So like beware of this person. And this goes back to what I was saying earlier about what glitters isn't gold. Yeah, this may seem like, yo, number 10, like, who? That boy is a 10. That girl is a 10. Fine wine. A dime. You know what I'm saying? But, If they like multiple lovers, think about where you stand in their lives. You can't make them see you for who you are because clearly they got other plans. Yeah, you may feel jealous, but that doesn't mean that you can't see yourself as enough just because they don't want you to themselves like you want them to yourself. And the thing about jealousy with these kind of emotions, jealousy is an indicator that, okay, this is something that you want, right? You want a relationship. You want someone that's good looking. You want somebody to appreciate you for who you are and love you. But, unfortunately, it seems like a three-party situation. Another person disrupts your relationship and causes turmoil. Trust broken by infidelity and struggles to rebuild it. Yeah. For someone here, someone may have cheated, take it where it resonates. Or, like I said, you got that Casanova. He got multiple options and he's like, ooh, I like this. Or she got multiple options and she's like, ooh, I like that. Not that you aren't good enough. It isn't about you. It's just that they're not good enough to settle down. They just want to go run around and find everything else. Yes, there's different flavor of cookies in the world, but we don't got to go taste every last one of them either. Think about it now. With the trump card, it says hidden riches and reveals them only to worthy. Reserve power and using it strategically when needed. Your power lies in patience and use it wisely to surprise when last expected. You are a gift, like I said earlier in this channel. Yes, everybody do not deserve you. Like I said, be that inner dragon. You don't gotta burn down a whole town, but you could burn this relationship. Meaning, if my hands was free, I would just, wash my hands with the situation. Wash your hands with this. Choose a reality that speaks to you. You have to start dreaming bigger. You got to take a gamble on yourself moving forward and start celebrating with friends, okay? It's time to celebrate. We got the friends card here. Yes. Use your friends as support, the ones that support you, because you don't need that. This right here, you don't need this to be jealous of that. For what? Mr. or Mrs. Casanova? For what? And with everything, yes, take your space, okay? Take your space and set boundaries. I don't like that when you got homegirl putting her breast on you. I don't like that. You got homeboy putting his arm around you. Like, do you not respect me? Because I respect you. It's okay to be direct. It is not disrespectful. It is stating the obvious. And maybe you need a break from this whole situation from them. And when you take a break from them, I hope you decide on taking a permanent break from them because you don't need that. And I mean a permanent break as in breaking the relationship or whatever that is. Hopefully it's not apparent where it's that person's making you feel like you're lesser than, because you are always enough. And when we become adults, right, we take care of ourselves. Ain't nobody else paying our bills besides us, unless our significant other help us out, then sure. But we're adults and we get to make our choices and make the right choice for yourself. Again, make the right choice for you, because Mr. or Mrs. Casanova ain't for you. So that's a message for someone here. Back to the relationship thing. Yes, it's possible that that person who's dealing with the Miss or Mr. Casanova, right? They may not even value the whole relationship thing, because clearly they are very, very distracted. Because maybe they think, oh, it's game over, or maybe you think it's game over because they clearly are distracted. You think that they don't want you, and you may think that you're not good enough, but you are. But you know what, though? I have good news for you. Look at that. It may come backwards in this video, but yeah, look at that. New love. You got some new love coming in. It could be from someone you knew from the past, of course, a positive one, and there's some reconciliation, because that's that word there. Or it's just a new love in general. And good for you. It could even be a pet. Those are new loves too. So new doors are going to open for you when you decide to kick homegirl or homeboy to the side, okay? You got new things coming into your life. You could even be getting a new home, all right? It's the spring, a new beginning, all right? new beginning for you. As soon as you make that choice, the repetition of the cycles of your life will end. The bull crap that you keep going through or have been going through will end. But all you have to do is make the choice. So I have this card here. It says malfunction. Pretty much when you hesitate to address the underlying issues, the cracks begin to widen. Fear leads to neglect, and neglect breeds chaos. Worry clouds your ability to act. So, with the relationship stuff or just dealing with people, with not addressing issues like straight up. Like when there's an issue, you gotta like nip that in the bud, okay? Because when you don't, it becomes larger and bigger than you could expect, and then it's like, oh my goodness, you could feel overwhelmed, and then it just clouds your ability to act. But like I said, when making these decisions, sometimes you gotta sleep on it. Sleep on it. You could even be talking with your higher self in your dreams. You're already having like the spiritual awakening, so maybe your dreams will like give you some type of answers, because they do happen for me too. So pay attention. And when you don't understand what your dreams mean, if it seemed like gibber jabber mishmash, I mean, one day I woke up from a dream where there was lobsters everywhere. So, or even king crabs, but like running forward, like those crabs run sideways. Is something unnatural there, you know what I mean? So there are so many different things and symbols in our dreams that we have to pay attention to. So what I like to do is Google it or AI it. Like, hey, DeepSeek, I had a dream. Yada yada yada. What does this mean? And you'll be surprised. And so this card says excuses for not acknowledging our differences held us back. Bridging the gap starts with honesty about what sets us apart. So, as far as like a relationship with a person, whether it's romantic or not, in this case, it may be romantic though. A situation with a person, like I said, they're distracted or they're just not giving you the attention that you need, and you may even be looking for validation from them, but you don't need that from them because like I said, you are good enough. And for some reason there is some differences here. I don't know if it's in the sense of money. In this card it looks like money, like there are these big differences here. And it's like, okay, you could acknowledge what your differences are, but once you're honest with one another, you everything's all out in the open, excuse me. Everything's out in the open, and you can be able to come to a common ground. So it's okay to talk. Like I said, there's a card that says, "Can we talk?" Yeah, talk things out and you never know what you may get. Who knows? It could probably clear some things up for a person, but then again, if they're like Mr. or Mrs. Casanova and they're just so distracted, then know your worth. And then for another person here with a relationship, it says walls closing in. Removing the walls built by cultural differences, sexual orientation, or other divides that once seemed unbreakable. There is no more space for denial, only solution. So take what you want with that card. Clearly, someone here has some differences with the significant other, but you only have to come together and talk and put your differences aside because you definitely love each other. This is a message for someone here. I have these. Success. Seeks validation through fame and feels unstable. The spotlight is there and brings only monetary joy. Material abundance leads to spiritual scarcity. Yeah. You can't just go seeking and chasing after a dollar because then you become a slave to the dollar. That's not what you want to do. Money worship goes back to the same card that I had earlier. So it says self interest rules decisions and disregards fairness. Values are for sale to the highest bidder. Money comes first and ethical concerns come second. Be careful of that person because that person cannot be trusted. Mm-mm. I say that because they're going to choose money over like, you know, money is an object. Money is a neutral energy. Money is something that we use and we value because it can get us many different things in this life, right? But when we put that over family, when we put that over friendships, when we put that over certain spiritual connections as well, you're going to be left empty. I have a certain family member in my life, well, was in my life. We are no longer talking. I realized one time that she values money, she values object, but these things, when we decide to pass on to the next life, right? Whatever you may believe in, when we leave this life, we cannot take those things with us. We can't, even though the pharaohs and them, they tried. But that stuff is still here and they are not. So think about it. You want to value yourself and your connections. Yes, money is important, but money should not trump all. And for someone here, that money trumped all for them. Not like you who's watching, whoever you've been dealing with, they've been putting money over everything. It's not worth it. And I'm sure that for someone here, it may have gotten in the way. And being too materialistic can't lead to much, because those people who do that, they are very, very unfulfilled. Digital detox. This has been coming up a lot in the different messages I've had in the past, where you want to value your connections rather than staying on social media. That's another environment of life, but that's not your life. You live in the physical, not in the digital. I like how that rhymed. Lost in the virtual world and neglects real life relationships, realizes the need for a detox from the digitals, and seeks clarity. Feels overwhelmed by digital content and needs a break. Yeah, take a break from that. Remember that people really show the highlights of their life. That's really not everything of which they're showing. That's not life. That's just a very small fraction of it that they're highlighting, like, hey, I'm a millionaire. And a lot of them are not even millionaires. Don't believe the hype. Warning. Firing a warning shot as a sign of authority and control skips necessary steps to gain an advantage. So remember when I was talking about boundaries? Yeah. Not make a bang. Don't do what that symbol says. I probably will have to blurt that out. But it says bang, right? Make it your priority to make your boundaries. Be the authority in your life that gains control over the situation. And I mean that in a sense, like, let's say someone's trying to overwhelm you. Like, for example, you're on a phone and someone's trying to like manipulate you by guilt to tell you, oh, you got to do this or you're a piece of crap. Um, okay. We could agree to disagree. Good night. So yeah, don't let people overpower you. And then back to the relationship stuff, whether friend, relationship, as romantic or whatever. It says that the distance between us grew as I turned to substances to cope with life. Now I must face the truth. We can't heal until I stop numbing. Yeah. No numbing. You have to take life for what it is and face those demons. And for someone here, the person they dealt with, they need to put down a bottle or whatever substances they're taking, because that bottle is he fighting, and he's trying to like take this brain down. Okay. And so back to the relationship stuff, it says our relationship became another task to manage, and we postponed us thinking there would be more, as what it says. And this one says, you may think these minor profits are the one, but they wouldn't cause you so much stress if they were. Wake up and realize true value investments are the real deal. Yeah. You got everybody trying to like tear for this dollar. Like, this goes back to what I was saying about chasing money. Yeah, where people got like multiple jobs, like their nose is doing the job, their eyes is doing the job, their fingers is doing the job. They're just working all over the place. It's like, okay, I know we live in a challenging time, but there's always another way. We gotta let go of these stresses, let it go, and focus on what really matters. So it says, danger approaching, not that you're in danger. A sense of foreboding fills the air, weighs on your mind, and a luring menace stalks you and keeps you alert. Yeah, there's just, with everything going on, there just may be a lot on your mind, but understand that there is a plan B, a planet B that does not have a whole bunch of clutter and garbage that is just a bunch of bull crap that you may be dealing with, screw it. Like I said, choose yourself. Choose to walk away from that. All the negativity or those terrible relationships in your life that might be causing manipulation, trying to control you, and just obsessive, toxic behavior. Whoever that is, screw them. Because you have to make a choice to end these different cycles. This spring here is the new beginning, and you got new doors opening, and there is a new love coming into your life. So start celebrating and start taking a choice. Start taking a choice. Well, start making a choice for yourself, because you are always good enough. In the end, I want you to remember this. If you don't remember anything else in this video, is that you are good enough, and make the best choices for you. Because whoever's not going to see you for who you are is not for you, because you have much better coming in. So trust this message, and I will see you in the next one.